As a full-time college student for about 8 years, I had to learn how to eat healthy on a tight budget, especially when living in New York City where prices seem to be exponentially higher for everything. So let's talk about the cheapest and healthiest foods that you can find at the market that will help you to put together simple, healthy, and cheap meals. Nut butter. Nut butter is extremely cost-effective and also very delicious and versatile. You can eat it alone as a snack or add it to fruit or toast. It goes good with basically everything and adds a good dose of healthy fat and vitamin as well. The cheapest nut butters tend to be peanut butter and almond butter. You should be able to find a nut butter under $10, and you definitely don't need to buy the fanciest jar of nut butter to be healthy. Just check the ingredients, and ideally the only ingredient listed will be nuts and maybe some type of oil. Steer clear if sugar is listed as an ingredient. My personal experience. I lived on peanut butter and almond butter in college. I would make nut butter toast, nut butter pita, nut butter banana, or just eat it alone as a healthy snack. The cost per serving is about 50 cents for nut butter. Frozen vegetables. Frozen vegetables are an awesome budget-friendly food because not only are they much cheaper than fresh produce, but they may be higher in nutrients as well. This is because frozen vegetables were flash frozen at their prime, while fresh produce was likely picked early and may have been sitting around for a while past their prime. Personal experience. Almost every single night for dinner, I would steam, roast, or stir fry a bag of frozen vegetables, and it was super low cost, healthy, and tasted great. I would usually add spices and maybe some hummus and small amounts of sauce. The cost per serving for frozen vegetables was about $1.25 to $2.50 at the highest. Frozen berries. Rather than buying an expensive or unhealthy dessert, go for frozen berries. They're also great for adding natural and healthy sweetness to different meals. Personal experience. I would add a few frozen berries to my oatmeal to add some sweetness and also to cool it down. Cost per serving for frozen berries is about 50 cents. Oats. Rolled oats are a great grain to have on hand because they're cheap and a natural food with no sugar or other preservatives. Always go for anything other than quick oats or instant oats because these quick cooking oats have been heavily processed, meaning you will not get the same health benefits compared to longer cooking oats. Plus, instant oats tend to have sugar and artificial flavorings added and are more expensive. Personal experience. I made oatmeal most mornings while in college because it was super easy to make and it was really cheap. I would make overnight oatmeal to have ready in the morning before overnight oatmeal was even a thing. The great thing about oatmeal is that it is a blank canvas that you can add things to make it taste great. The cost for a serving of oatmeal is less than 25 cents per serving. Hummus. Hummus or any other similar type of dip is a great way to add flavor to savory meals. Hummus is a good source of healthy carbs and also healthy fat, making it a much healthier choice than highly processed salad dressings. Personal experience. I used a serving of hummus in my vegetables for dinner and it really added great flavor to my meal. I would make sure to measure out a serving of hummus because it can be easy to use too much and then go through the entire container in 2 sittings. I've done it many times. Cost is about 50 cents to $1 per serving. Nuts. Nuts are a great snack because they keep you full and are very inexpensive. Nuts are packed with vitamins and nutrients and are a good source of healthy fat. Personal experience. I always carried a bag of almonds with me in case I got hungry throughout the day. I bought them in bulk and then I would measure out a serving and put them into baggies. Cost per serving is about 50 cents. Quinoa. Quinoa is one of the healthiest grains you can eat because it is considered a complete protein and is naturally gluten-free. If you love grains, go for quinoa. Personal experience. I had a massive bag of quinoa that my mom got me from Costco that literally had a countless amount of servings. I often added quinoa to vegetables either for lunch or dinner or both. Cost per serving, less than 25 cents. Eggs. Eggs are one of the very best foods you can buy because not only are they super cheap, but they're also packed with essential nutrients, fat, and protein. There are so many great ways to prepare eggs. hard boil, scramble, poach, fry, making them one of the most versatile foods, if not the most versatile. Personal experience. I actually didn't utilize eggs to their full potential in college, but I would eat one or two every day by stirring them into my oatmeal. It made the oatmeal super fluffy and also added a good amount of protein. If I could go back, I would have hard-boiled eggs and used them as an easy snack. Cost per serving is about 30 cents for one organic egg. Spices. Instead of costly condiments that add up in price, go for budget-friendly spices which add a ton of flavor with 0 calories and 0 sugar. Experiment with different spices and discover for yourself which spices you like because they add great value to meals. Personal experience. I always had a big container of cinnamon on hand for oatmeal and for adding to my banana almond butter sandwiches, as well as paprika and turmeric for my savory meals. Cost. Less than 25 cents per serving. Raw protein. Meat and fish will probably be the biggest expense when it comes to groceries, but getting enough protein is definitely important, and animal products are the very best source of protein. The cheapest way to get high quality protein is buying it non-cooked. This means a little more prep work on your part, but it will definitely cut costs. Personal experience. I actually didn't eat much meat or fish in college because I didn't want to prepare it myself, and so I was basically a vegan without trying to be, with the exception of eggs. But now I almost always will buy fish, turkey, and chicken unprepared and cook it on the stove, and it tastes great. I also like how when you cook at home, you have control over what ingredients are added to it. Cost per serving varies greatly, but go for organic meat and wild fish, and the cost per serving will be around $4. Bananas. I found bananas to be one of the cheapest and healthiest fruits you could buy. This is in part because, unlike most fruits, you don't have to buy bananas organic because they have the outer peel that tends to keep the banana itself free from pesticides and other chemicals. Bananas are packed with vitamins and nutrients, making them a super healthy and affordable food as a snack or on its own, or to add to meals. Personal experience. I ate at least 1 or 2 bananas per day in college, and I would mix it with my oatmeal or make a banana nut butter sandwich. Cost was about 20 to 35 cents per serving. Sauce. A strong sauce that you don't need to use much of, such as teriyaki sauce or soy sauce, is super cost effective and adds a ton of flavor to your meals. Plus, these strong sauces don't have any calories or sugar, making them a much healthier alternative compared to conventional salad dressing. Personal experience. I always added a little bit of teriyaki sauce or soy sauce to my vegetables to add flavor. Cost per serving is around 10 cents. The main takeaways from today: with a little planning, you can definitely find cheap and healthy foods. You just have to be a little more creative and do some more scouting out at the market.